Hey guys, it's Max Convexity. Hope everyone's having a great day. Sorry I didn't have a noon update. Gosh darn it, I just now looked at this for the first time also. It looks like we almost ran back into the profit box in the last half hour. My goodness. Well, anyway, that saved probably $1 million. There's no telling. We could figure it out. I mean, our loss would have been twice the size, so it's whatever. It's just double whatever the loss was, and that's what it could have been. Yeah, I lost 250. Well, that's not too bad. I think it could have definitely been a lot worse than 500. But in any event, that's good. It's only 8/100ths of a point. It almost don't look like that's enough money. It's because they sold this option for so much. Look, when you sell an option for 109 points, I mean, even when you have to buy it back for 125, you can still make some, or you don't really lose that much because it's on that big of a base. I mean, you sold the darn thing for 109. It sucks you had to buy it back, but I mean, it's nothing like yesterday's where we had to buy it back for 211 points after selling it for 96. All right, well, in any event, that's not bad. Takes them to 16 cents negative on the month. Takes the divvy estimate to 75, where it was 80 last time. All right, that's fine. We'll live with that. IWMY. Darn it. All right. These guys sold these options for $10 and had to buy them back for 43. All right, well, these guys have been on fire, so they're due for a big loss, and man, they got one. Boy, they got one. Anyway, they're still 29 cents positive. They're still making more money than the other two are combined. Because Triple QY is losing 16 cents. Sorry. And this other one is making 9 cents. So, what is that? What's the difference here? 6, 7 cents. But anyway, yeah. So this one's still doing the best of all the funds even after today's shellacking. Well, let's see what happened there. Yeah, that's just... anyway, it's had a rough day today. Got outside of the Bollinger Band in the first half hour and it's pretty much lived outside all day, trended down. Well, at least they all weren't like that, though. For whatever reason, they bought big tech at the end of the day. Oh, yeah, I forgot to draw the profit box last night. But in any event, I did the same thing at lunch. I forgot to draw it, but we sold at options for 18 points, had to buy them back for 24. $170,000 loss. That's not the worst thing that could have happened in the grand scheme of things. Nothing near as bad as what happened to IWMY. But I guess it just goes back and forth. This fund has actually been barely keeping its head above water, but it's been positive all month virtually except for one day. All right, well, we'll see. Now, TLT has a different plan. They just sit there and they sell these short-term options, and they're going to pay a dividend off the short-term option extrinsic premium, even if they don't make a net profit, I guess. But here we'll have a volatility explosion one day. Something crazy will happen. The Fed will come in and do a surprise rate cut or something, and TLT will go bananas, or maybe something bad will happen. I don't know, but in any event, this fund's a really novel idea. I mean, it's a cool idea. I wish why don't they have these on the indexes? One of these would be really cool on the triple Qs, I think. A fund like this, a long vol fund. That did ratio diagonals, double ratio diagonals. And I don't know. I may not work on them. But anyway, all right. So let's look and see what else we have. I've been busy listening to Retire on Dividends interview with Sylvia, and then Coach had a really good podcast last night, Brewing Great Returns, and Jay was on, and I listened to that, and then I made my own reaction video, so I've been too busy to keep up with this stuff lately. They probably have a new option. I did happen to watch Retire on Dividends, and I saw that Tesla had a new, the Tesla managers put a new option, new strike in on Tesla. So anyway, they're just working on their ladder, but it's dropping again today. These other ones may or may not be up to date. In fact, I don't think they are. But that one could be up to date. They'd still be in good shape there. All right, let's do this now. All right. So here's just the 1 day change. So NASDAQ was down 30 bips. I mean, all of the typical funds, Triple QI, JEPQ, and Bally did about what you'd expect. They lost less, which is good. Same thing with THCA. I guess TLT was down big today. Anyway, not big enough to make those put options pay yet on that ratio diagonal, but maybe if it keeps going down. We also need a volatility explosion. That's a great fund to have for a hedge. I love the concept of TRES. I'm going to start doing more content on it here. Anyway, all right. Lately, it's just been all bad news. But anyway, all right. If you want to look, TLTW, which is the covered call bond fund, so that's bullish. Covered calls are bullish, neutral to bullish, and that fund was down big today. But TRES, the fund that I'm talking about, how much I love, was down 3.6%. You know, I mean, it's a bad day in the bonds for bonds to be down 1.5%, but not a great day for TRES. Okay, maybe they'll come back, though. I'm sure they will. SFOL, I'd say that's in line. SPY-T, okay. So SPY-T performed just fractionally better than SPX. And I guess that's what you'd expect, I guess. I want to see how this does on the next big up day. FEPI down half a basis point today, or YMAG was down and YMAX was down. Well, anyway, those are usually the ones that are up. So let's look at here's just the S&P high yield fund. So iSpy was definitely the best looking one on this, but they all outperformed. Everyone on here did what they were supposed to do. It looks like iSpy did it the best. JEPI did it well too. SPY did a fine job. Really, if you want to be honest, SPY-T did the worst job. But just on this 1 day sample size. All right, so here's all the single stocks. The stock is in the blue and the benchmark is in the red. It looks like the normal funds are getting going today. You know, Microsoft, Google, you know, the stuff that usually does, but that's been doing bad. It looks like those kind of funds, crypto and AI, took a dump today. I've been busy working on videos for my YouTube channel, and I haven't been watching the market not even 1 second. Anyway, I'm sorry I missed the noon update, but yeah, this is Revenge of the Nerds Day. I mean, I guess YBTC's up. But you know what I mean, Square's down, all the new stuff's down and the old world stuff's up. That's what it looks like. Maybe we're having some rotation. All right, guys. Hope I remember to cover it all. I'll be on tonight with the profit boxes for tomorrow. Have a nice evening.